Formula One is full of rivalries, conflicts, and arguments between drivers, team officials, and the governing body. During the early years of his Formula One career, Max Verstappen was an arrogant character to most of the people in the Formula One paddock, with his sour statements against his fellow drivers, and he engaged in some fights as well. But, with time, he appears to have cooled down, slowly making new friends and changing impressions about him in others' minds. Hey guys, welcome back to the Max Verstappen Formula One channel, the best place for your dose of trending news regarding Formula One. Before we proceed, hit the subscribe button and smash the notification bell for more exciting updates. Let's explore the impression of other people about Max Verstappen. Sergio Perez partnered with Verstappen for the 2021 season as the replacement for Alexander Albon, who was unable to live up to the expectations of the Red Bull administration. Sergio Perez was the wingman of Red Bull for the 2021 season and did his service accurately, earning the praise of Minister of Defence after his heroic defences against the seven-time world champion, Lewis Hamilton, on several occasions, till his teammate won the world championship. Max is very good. He is a very complete driver. I think he is without a doubt one of the best in the history of Formula One, said Perez in an interview. If not the best, because of everything, because of how he has been educated from the beginning, he has skills that no other driver in Formula One has. The ability to be at the limit from practice 1 to the end. No other driver in Formula One has, without a doubt. McLaren driver Daniel Ricciardo was the first Red Bull teammate of Max Verstappen, partnering for the 2016 season, and with time, the Red Bull administration started to favour Max over Ricciardo, creating tension between the two drivers. At the peak stage of the rivalry between teammates, Daniel Ricciardo left Red Bull for Renault, and since then, Red Bull was unable to find a perfect teammate for Verstappen, until the arrival of Perez for the 2021 season. They didn't have a friendly relationship during their time at Red Bull, but Ricciardo's impression about Verstappen has changed after spending several seasons with different teammates. Ricciardo is pleased that he has been able to push Verstappen to his limits, and he feels the mutual respect has grown since then. Since I've left, other drivers have come through and he's had different teammates. I think it's probably increased his respect for me even more, the Australian said in an interview. I mean, we never hated each other. We just wanted to end each other's careers. It's as simple as that. Even after the controversial Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, which decided the 2021 driver's title between Hamilton and Verstappen, Ricciardo said that Verstappen also deserves the 2021 championship. It was kind of a matter of time for him to get a title, for sure. There was always going to be a winner and a loser last year, no matter how the last race ended, even if it was a boring last lap finish. But they both truly deserved a title. They've both done phenomenal races, they both came back, and so someone was always going to lose out, I guess. Obviously, there's the Lewis side, but there shouldn't be a Max doesn't deserve it side, because he absolutely does deserve it. The 40-year-old Spaniard, Alonso, is currently the oldest driver, and the two-time world champion has already competed alongside many drivers, including world champions like Schumacher, Hamilton, Vettel, Raikkonen, Button, and Rosberg as well. He saw the potential within Verstappen even before winning the 2021 driver's title. In an interview, Alonso says the Dutchman has something extra that truly excites the fans. He can colour an entire circuit. Even last year when I was not racing, when I put on the television, it was also a little to just see what Max was doing. He was the only one who would do something. We knew that Bottas would not bother Hamilton, and that Hamilton was going to win if nothing strange happened. But Verstappen, wow, this charisma factor or whatever is important too, Alonso said further. Alexander Albon was partnered with Verstappen in Red Bull Racing midway through the 2019 season, replacing Pierre Gasly. But, like Gasly, he was not able to match Verstappen's calibre, and he lost the Red Bull seat at the end of the 2020 season. But, he praised some great qualities that are seen in the Dutchman. What surprised me the most is Max's ability to not worry about anything, Albon said. Mentally, he is incredibly strong. All he does is drive the car, and he doesn't think about the consequences of whatever happens. I am truly inspired by that. Since the formation of Red Bull Racing, Christian Horner is the principal of the Austrian Formula One team, and he has worked alongside many drivers in the Red Bull driver program, and he rates Verstappen as the best one to have in their Red Bull car. He sees some great qualities within Verstappen as a driver, which are possessed only by few drivers. I have no doubt Verstappen is the best we have seen in one of our cars in terms of outright raw ability and commitment, Horner said. He's got a fundamental, natural ability which means he's driving with less effort at the limit than other drivers. He's not under stress himself. He can be driving flat out but still has the ability to process what is going on in the race, with the car, with his opponents. Very rarely do you see drivers with that. Lewis has that, Max has that, Sebastian, when he was winning those world championships, had that. Christian Horner praised the qualities of Verstappen off the track that he shares with the greats of the sport. What Max also has, that I haven't seen in many drivers other than when I was growing up watching Nigel Mansell, is a massive heart, said Horner. He drives with his heart. He gives it absolutely everything. Red Bull advisor Helmut Marko played a huge role in promoting Max Verstappen from Formula 3 to Formula 1 for the 2016 season, and he identified Verstappen as someone who possessed championship-winning potential with his vast experience regarding the junior drivers. After 6 years, Max Verstappen proved that Helmut Marko was not wrong by bringing a championship to Red Bull after years. Max is definitely the fastest driver we have ever had. He is also slowly becoming the most complete driver. He is a talent you will only see once in a decade. The total package of speed, attitude and confidence is unique. He even says unpleasant things clearly in an interview. He stands by what he says and does. Truly a strong character, Marko said. There is no one currently faster than him on a lap. Race intelligence was there from the start, the Red Bull advisor continues. Everyone talks about the racing skills of the Dutchman, but his fellow Monaco resident, former Formula 1 driver and TV commentator David Coulthard talks about his life and outside of the track. He believes that growing maturity and homeboy lifestyle are also important components of the Red Bull driver's success. I think it's quite impressive, Max's maturity, especially when you consider that he mentions his first race at the age of 18, the former Formula 1 driver told. Max is a real homeboy. He goes back to Monaco after a race and he really wants to be home. That's an important element that allows him to recharge himself. With Lewis, you never know where he is in between races. Is he in Los Angeles or somewhere else? That works for him, but he doesn't have the inner peace to call anything his home. With Max, this is definitely going to add a few years to his career. Coulthard is always invited to fly in his private jet to the racing venues by Verstappen, and former Formula 1 driver admires his good qualities like that as a person as well. We have a drink together, socialise, dine together, and I often fly to races with him. I'm not claiming deep, spiritual friendship or anything like that. I feel good in his company, and Max in mine. I've never been kicked off his plane. We fly together when it suits us, together with some other guests from Max's circle of friends. That makes travelling a lot more enjoyable, and a lot more business interesting. Not all drivers do it this way. They have their own planes and plenty of luxury, but keep that to themselves. I think Max is in a good, healthy way of life. In his early days as a driver and a person, he was not an attractive one in the paddock, with some arrogant characteristics. But with time, he has turned into a matured person with good qualities in parallel with his development as a driver. Now, he is leading the Drivers' Championship at the end of almost half of the 2022 season. Let's see whether he'll be capable of winning back-to-back championships by the end of this year. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel to not miss anything related to Max Verstappen and Formula 1. See you guys in the next video. Goodbye.